think the video says it all of why we're here this morning. And I want to introduce myself. I'm Linda Hamman, and I am the Hunger Relief Program Manager at the Department of Economic Security. And part of my role is to oversee the USDA Commodities Program, the Emergency Food Assistance Program, the Arizona Hunger Advisory Council, and also our SNAP Information and Outreach Plan, our state plan, and also the Arizona Partnership to End Childhood Hunger, which was definitely something that is from my heart. And I think with all of the political chaos that we have going on around us, it's the one thing that we should all be able to agree upon is that childhood hunger is unacceptable. And so that's why we're here today. And I am going to introduce Neal Young, who's going to give us our opening remarks. And Neal is the director of the Arizona Department of Economic Security and has worked in human services field throughout his career with the state of Arizona and also recently at the city of Phoenix. At the city of Phoenix, he was the assistant housing director, and he helped the housing department reduce vacancy rates in the public housing program and assumed responsibility for the recruitment and eligibility efforts for Section 8 and public housing programs, including scattered sites, senior housing, and conventional housing. As the director, he has oversight of the state's human service programs, which include family assistance, child protective services, child support enforcement, employment and rehabilitation services, developmental disabilities, adult protective services, and numerous other community service programs. And I'm just tired right now by even thinking about all those things. And so here's Neal.
Good morning, everyone, and I would appreciate it, Linda, in the future if you don't say all those programs because it gets me tired, too, just thinking about those. It's a privilege to be here with all of you today at the 2010 End Childhood Hunger Conference. We really would like to thank Pastor Gary Smith and the Desert Springs Community Church for hosting the event today. I would also like to thank Lisa Pino, the Deputy Administrator of the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, and Ellen Teller from the Food Research and Action Center for joining us today as our keynote speakers. Also, thanks go out to our primary sponsors, FRAC, the West Valley Human Services Alliance, and the Arizona Partnership to End Childhood Hunger. And also, I'd like to thank all of you for being here today and participating and bringing your non-perishable donations to benefit the All Faith Community Services entity, and also just being here to work on this issue that is plaguing us and that we need to end. I know you all know this, but more than 20% of Arizona's children under the 18 are food insecure. That's a really astonishing number. 1 out of every 5 Arizona children do not have enough nutrition to lead healthy and active lives. Today there are an unprecedented number of individuals and households participating in the Nutrition Assistance Program. Our caseload in that program has gone up well in excess of 30%. I believe there is more than 1,050,000 Arizonans on nutrition assistance, and that caseload grows all the time. And so it's really important that we are able to work together to address the needs of hunger in Arizona. And one other fact about all those folks who are coming to visit with us currently is that many of them, a large number of them, have never been to see DES before for nutrition assistance. Of the caseload growth, about, I think, 43% of those individuals had never, ever been to DES for assistance before, a real testimony to the hard times that Arizona is facing right now. Nonetheless, DES, like all of you, we are committed to addressing childhood hunger and working with our partners across the state and the federal levels to accomplish our goals swiftly and effectively. The Partnership to End Childhood Hunger, as you just heard on the video, was formed by the DES Hunger Advisory Council and has developed a number of strategies and working models, tools to support communities in this endeavor. The partnership's vision is that every child in Arizona will have access to the nutritious food they need to learn, grow, and thrive in their families, at school, and throughout their communities. And I think we all know that children who go to school hungry, whether it's preschool or Head Start or anywhere else, are going to have a very difficult time learning if they are hungry when they arrive. If you haven't done so already, take a look at the End Childhood Hunger website. We saw the web address earlier in the video. It'll give you some additional information, and it can also help you identify ways that you can get involved. Ending childhood hunger in Arizona is going to require the energy, efforts, and resources of the federal, state, local governments, as well as the community and faith-based organizations. In order for us to be effective, we are all going to have to work together collaboratively. There's a number of organizations like the United Way, the Arizona Community Action Association, Neighborhood Ministries, Open Table, food banks, a number of faith-based and community-based organizations, and other state agency partners like the Department of Health Services and the Department of Education. We are helping gain families access to valuable programs and services, and most importantly, ensuring that children receive the food and nutrition they need. We're very proud of many of our efforts and outreach work that helps provide this assistance. To name just a few of those, the Family Assistance Administration, NDES, is providing training to faith and community organizations to help families utilize the Health Arizona online application. We're enrolling new partners all the time, and recently, this month, those new partners include Desert Springs Community Church, My Sister, My Friend, Higher Heights Ministries, and Cummings Community Center. In addition, the Arizona Community Action Association is conducting outreach presentations with a variety of organizations. The Family Assistance Administration is one of several partners in the Neighborhood Roots system, which includes the Open Table, the City of Phoenix Human Services Department, and the City of Phoenix Police Department. Neighborhood Roots provides a range of services, including food and nutrition, to families in need. And of course, we are part of the 3-year SNAP participation grant from the USDA, Food and Nutrition Services. DBME is developing a new web application called My Family Benefits that will allow participant access to their own case, benefit, and appointment information and report changes at their own convenience. That is really going to improve access for folks. People will be able to create and access their account from home, the library, any community facility, and DES office or other locations with internet capability. And finally, we are continuing to build our relationships with the Department of Health Services, the Nutrition Network and WIC programs, farmers markets, and other retailers to ensure families have access to and education about nutrition foods. You know, the resources are really scarce right now, and like I've already said 2 other times, we need to work together creatively and effectively to continue to help Arizona's children and families end childhood hunger. I want to thank you for allowing me to be here today to speak to you briefly, and most importantly, I want to thank you for being here to work on this very critical issue for Arizona's children and families. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Neal. I did want to do something before I introduce Will, and that is read a proclamation from the Office of the Governor. End Childhood Hunger in Arizona Day. Whereas the Arizona Partnership to End Childhood Hunger is a collaborative effort between families, state and local government, faith and community-based organizations, volunteers, and anti-hunger professionals whose mission is to end childhood hunger in Arizona. Whereas the vision of the Arizona Partnership to End Childhood Hunger is that every child in Arizona have access to the nutritious food that they need to learn, grow, and thrive in their families, at school, and throughout their communities. And whereas it is unacceptable that an estimated 1 in 5 Arizona children suffer from hunger miss meals, or have an improper diet. And whereas the consequences of hunger and food insecurity severely impair the health, social, and academic performance of children, and denies them opportunity and limits children's dreams. And whereas our communities have the power to end childhood hunger through their collective strength and passion, and whereas throughout our great state we must initiate a call to action for everyone who lives, works, learns, and plays in Arizona to end childhood hunger. Now, therefore, I, Janice K. Brewer, Governor of the state of Arizona, do hereby proclaim April 23, 2010 as End Childhood Hunger in Arizona Day. And I'm very thankful for the Governor and her support of this.